Alright, we need to talk. Okay, so I realize that most of you guys have no idea who I am, or what I do, or why you should even listen to me. Specifically when I talk about wanting to create videos and share everything that I've learned over the past 7 years that I've been in the film industry. So at this time, I wanted to share with you guys just kind of a little bit more about who I am, what my experience is, and because I think that trust should be earned. And hopefully through this process, it'll help you guys feel a little bit more comfortable as far as like listening to the things that I have to say, whether you follow through with it or not. I don't care. I want to share the experience that I've learned and not be an island unto myself. So here's the backstory. My dad was an artist for 20 some odd years, selling his artwork internationally as well as nationally. At that point, at the age of 13, decided to get into painting. And so I was an artist from the age of 13 till 17. I was featured in the American Lifestyle magazine, was almost going to be on the Tyra Banks show with a few other child prodigies. And I've got a video on YouTube of when I was a little kid talking to a group of young kids at a high school, just teaching them about art and things. But it was something that I was good at, but it wasn't a passion of mine. And so my parents asked me, do you want to continue doing art, or do you want to get into something else? I was like, well, I've always had a passion for acting. The idea of that kind of storytelling was really inspiring and intriguing to me. But as a Christian, they were concerned that if I moved away to Hollywood, that I would have to sacrifice morals along the way to get a job, because everyone out there is trying to do the exact same thing that I would be doing. So they suggested, and I agreed, and it makes sense, that why don't you direct your own films? We can write them and we can have control over the content, but you can act in them as well. But you won't have to worry about sacrificing your morals along the way. And so that's what we did. So from the age of 17, I directed my first feature-length film, which was like 2 hours long. It got picked up by a distribution company, and then we decided to do everything ourselves as far as pre-production, production, and post-production. When it came to the point of hiring somebody, we knew what everything took to do, like setting up the set, or filming, or audio, or editing. We knew what it took to get it done, so that when we started hiring somebody, we knew what to look for. And that process, or that thinking, carried on through film to film, and slowly we were able to hire on people, and the process got quicker because through experience. So that was our first movie, was called Time Collectors: Return of the Giants. And then our second film, called Two to Tango, was a much exponentially better film because of that experience and new equipment and things like that. And then that one got picked up, and then I think it's actually Walmart now has it. It's been translated into different languages. Our most recent film, called Echo Rhyme, we're actually in the process of entering the distribution phase. And in my first vlog, that's what I was talking about, sending off that footage on that flash drive to a distribution company. Other production companies have seen the work that I was able to do and what we as a family have been able to do, especially with our last movie, Echo Rhyme, the quality that we were able to reach. And they asked me to direct a film for them. And on that film, I was able to meet actors who were in Steven Spielberg's Lincoln. He was the doctor who pronounced Lincoln dead. I was able to work with him and many other actors and professionals in the industry, and glean information from them, and be able to write it down in a book, which this book right here. And so it's called my Director's Black Book, is what I call it. And it has all kinds of like storyboards and just shot lists and ideas that I have, and all of that goes in here. I realize that I'm young to a lot of people, but I've been able to use my youth and the energy to pursue a passion that I have. The one thing that I don't feel it's necessary for people in certain forms of the art field, such as filmmaking, to go to like a film school. One thing I know, like especially my brother he owns his own web development company, and if he had gone to school to learn all of that himself, by the time he got out, all the technology would have surpassed what he had learned going to school. And I learned more hands-on, so I needed that experience of going through the process of actually doing it. And it instills into my brain so much better that way. And I love what I do. I love working with people, even though I'm an introvert. But I consider myself a functional introvert. I'm able to operate when I need to, but also I need that time to myself. But that aside, I have a passion for what I do, and I want to be able to help others who have that same passion, to help them grow. And together, I don't know everything, but I'm willing to share what I do know, and through this process grow as well. So that's why I'm doing this. And I just moved here from southern Indiana, where I grew up, to northern Idaho, to Coeur, a place where I've never really been before. My sisters moved here, and so it was an opportunity for me to move here and explore the area, to be closer to the hub of what's going on in California and Washington and everything else, but without having to actually be there. I want to be able to grow the film community wherever I go. I'm documenting this process, this journey that I'm going on in a new environment, and getting lost and meeting new people and having all these amazing experiences, and at the same time following my dream and helping others to do the same thing. So that's what this is for. That's a little bit more about who I am. And if you guys have any questions, just comment below and I'll try to answer them whenever I can. That's a little bit more about me. But right now, I've actually got to get ready for the art and culture meeting tonight that I've got to speak at about art and filmmaking and encouraging people that way. So that was a cool opportunity, like I've said before, that I've been given to help share. And that's stuff that I love to do. Alright, well, I just left the meeting and it went really well. There was a lot of amazing people there, and the reception was really good, a lot of great questions, and a lot of support, which was really nice to see. So yeah, it's the end of the day. It's a great day, and I think I will end this right here.